In this series, we analyze real news reports to deconstruct how modern scammers operate and establish clear rules for self-protection. A man in Kalamazoo County, Michigan, was using his laptop for a routine task when a stark, aggressive warning hijacked his screen. It was a classic pop-up alert designed to look like a system-wide security failure. That single click led to the total liquidation of his life savings. He lost $1,051,000 as his 401k, IRA, and personal checking accounts were drained to zero. The victim's computer wasn't actually breached. No malware stole his passwords. Instead, he authorized every one of those transfers himself. Financial destruction on this scale doesn't require high-level coding. It relies entirely on the successful manipulation of human panic. Faced with a locked screen and a sense of emergency, the victim called the tech support number provided in the pop-up alert. A man answered, identifying himself as an IRS clerk. He claimed the victim's personal data had been leaked onto the black web, leaving his retirement accounts vulnerable to immediate theft. The caller didn't demand a payment. He offered a solution. He told the man to move his assets into a federal IRS locker, a supposed government-run safe haven where the money would be shielded from hackers. The instructions were specific: liquidate everything immediately and send it to the locker. In reality, this supposed safety net was just an untraceable digital wallet controlled by the criminal. By posing as a protector rather than an attacker, the scammer effectively disarmed the victim's natural skepticism. The process began at a local beer store. Following the scammer's directions, the man withdrew $8,000 from an ATM. The demands quickly grew. The victim went to his bank to execute the remainder of the $1 million transfer using cashier's checks. According to the police report, the victim's bank never flagged his account for these highly unusual liquidations. This was a total failure of institutional friction. The Kalamazoo County Sheriff's Office and Homeland Security investigators in Grand Rapids were eventually called in to investigate, but by then, the money had vanished. When banks fail to trigger fraud alerts, an individual operating under a false sense of urgency is left entirely without a safety net. This strategy is known as an authority hijack. Scammers weaponize the intimidating reputation of the IRS to force a victim into immediate compliance. The scammer maintains relentless pressure, refusing to let the victim hang up or take a moment to reflect on the situation. Real IRS data shows that these imposters often threaten immediate arrest by local police or deportation to ensure the victim stays too frightened to question the logic of the demands. This level of panic suppresses the brain's logical processing. Under extreme stress, bizarre requests like depositing money into a corner store ATM start to seem like reasonable safety measures. Scammers rely on forcing a decision before the victim can reflect. When someone demands you act now or else, that manufactured pressure is the primary evidence of the scam. To defend against these tactics, follow the Guardianly playbook: 4 rules to instantly identify an imposter. First, the pop-up rule. The IRS does not initiate contact through browser pop-ups or use laptop screens to demand immediate phone calls. Second, the threat rule. Legitimate government agents will never threaten you with immediate arrest or deportation over a phone call to force a payment. Third, the fake locker rule. The government does not provide secret, secure accounts to shelter your personal funds from private hackers. Finally, the payment rule. Official government debts are never settled via corner store ATMs or a series of rapid-fire cashier's checks. Whenever you are faced with a sudden digital threat, your ultimate defense is to simply pause, disconnect the call, and verify the claim through official channels.